Well, welcome into Harford Technical High School, the Harford County Cable Neighborhood. Let me try that again. It's the Harford County Network here bringing you this football game from Harford Harford Technical High School. We'll get it right here, Pat.
First game, Don.
Pat Pollard, my partner here, is putting up with my babbling as we're watching the band here perform just before the game. It's the Harford Tech Cobras hosting the Aberdeen Eagles. Harford Tech, Pat, is 1-0, looking to go 2-0 on their way to what they hope will be a state Class 2A championship against Aberdeen. The Eagles 0-1, 3-7 last year, looking to rebuild. This is a key game, Pat, for both teams.
Oh, it is. Harford Tech has big plans this year. They've had a couple big years in a row. They're a very senior-laden team, especially when you look at the skill positions on offense. They've got big plans this year, big dreams this year, and they can't afford to look by Aberdeen.
Pat Pollard, so good to have you along. You, of course, played football in Harford County for the Edgewood Rams, undefeated Edgewood team back in the day, and winning state championships, and went on from there to the military academy to a great career. And now you're going to be inducted into the Edgewood High School Hall of Fame October the 4th. How does that feel?
Well, it's quite an honor. I'm old enough to know of many of the people in the Edgewood Hall of Fame, and I know what kind of people they are. So
Pat, let's honor our country here with our national anthem. Great job by that Cobra band. Let's try this again.
Yeah.
This is high school sports on the Harford Cable Network. That's what I was trying to say a few minutes ago, Pat. Tonight, again, this game, we talked about the Cobras. They were 10-1 a couple of years ago, lost in the sectionals on the way to the state title. Last year, they were 8-2. They have a record of accomplishment under their great third-year coach, Tim Palmer. Meanwhile, Aberdeen rebuilding, trying to get back to the glories that they had in the past. This is a make or break game for Aberdeen and a step on the way to something else for Harford Tech.
Well, like we were saying earlier, Harford Tech has big dreams after the last two seasons, and the seniors, they've had some kids that have been around here for a while, and so they've got some big ideas of what they want to do this year. For Aberdeen, started off with a tough loss to Parkville in week 1. This could be something to really get their season going.
That's Aberdeen you're looking at now, dressed in the all-white. Again, their head coach, a second-year coach, Chris Matlock, bringing his team in here to Harford Tech. Only 33 kids dressed for this game. They have 38 on the roster, but they've got injuries. And, of course, that happens, as you know, Pat, in football. You just have to deal with it. So you've got a lot of kids going both ways. We'll talk about some of their stars, but looking at Harford Tech, you mentioned Ryan Hunt, their quarterback, a second-year starter. Last year had a great record of 17 TDs, just 1 interception. He's back this year and threw 3 touchdowns in the first game, that victory against Parkville.
Well, I mean, 17 touchdown passes and 1 interception last year's stat line that I'd have been very jealous of when I was playing.
As a quarterback, an all-metro quarterback yourself, 17-1, perhaps you were close to that, right?
Oh, I don't know about that, but that's you know, I'm excited to see Ryan play today. His second year, he's got off to a great start, throwing 3 touchdown passes to his. He's got a couple of big targets. And
the one you're talking about, T.J. Lowry, this young man who caught the 3 touchdown passes, 4 catches last week against Parkville, and 3 of them going for touchdowns. Actually, Hunt only threw the ball 15 times, completed 7, and 3 of those for TDs.
Well, T.J. Lowry is a guy that I'm sure the Aberdeen coaches have circled in their scouting report. 3 touchdown catches last week. I think he goes about 6'3", 185, 190 pounds. So, I mean, He's I'm really excited about getting a chance to see him live for the first time.
And of course, tight end Curtis McKissick, also a star, also a middle linebacker for Harford Tech. So they've got weapons, lots of weapons. Eddie Medina, their fullback, last week had 77 yards, 6.4 yards per carry. He's number 28, so we'll be watching him. Turn the page and look at Aberdeen. Now they've got weapons as well. Let's talk about their defense. First of all, Kevin Mendez, their outside linebacker, 13 tackles last week for the Harford Tech Cobras. Looking at Aberdeen, Brandon Bishop-Giles, their defensive end, 7 tackles. Nigel Diggs had 2 fumble recoveries last week, 12 tackles. So he's a young man, the outside linebacker, that they're going to have to scheme for if you're the Harford Tech Cobras.
Yeah, obviously he's a kid that makes plays. He's around the ball, got a nose for the ball, and you got to know where he is when you line up on offense.
So we'll see this game underway here in just a moment. We were delayed a bit. One of the officials was caught in traffic, and if you're ever on Route 22 near Harford Community College or Harford Tech here, you know what the traffic's all about.
Well, I got caught in that Shucks Road closure coming from my house.
Yeah.
I had to take the detour as well, so I feel for him.
The Tech Cobras dressed in black, all black. The Aberdeen Eagles dressed in all white. Black with the gold trim are the Cobras. Again, their head coach, Tim Palmer, in his 3rd year. Ravens Coach of the Year, All Metro Coach of the Year, and Varsity Sports Net Coach of the Year back in 2018. Actually 2017. We'll talk about, they've had 5 of their players who graduated who are now playing D1 college football. So you know this program is a program that's really up and coming. Yeah. And here's the kickoff. It's going to go to the far side of the field and will go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And so that flag will be thrown, and right away Aberdeen will be in good field position, taking over just about on their own 40-yard line.
I think they should get a chance to get this at the 35.
See what the officials put it down. They do throw the flag, and let's see what the penalty will be. I think they'll bring it out to the 40-yard line normally. Let's see what the officials do. No, they're going to put down on the 35, and that's where Aberdeen will start, right from the 35-yard line. Eagles 1st and 10. They'll send out their quarterback, Silas Jenkins. Jenkins last week was 7 for 16 for 97 yards, a touchdown and an interception. In that shotgun formation, Jenkins. Nigel Dix to his left. Back to throw on 1st down, looking long, has a man open. It's going to be just overthrown, just about at the 30-yard line, well covered, but it looked like streaking down that far sideline with some opening. It looked like, what, number 2, Jaheim Wilson-Jones?
Yes.
Wilson-Jones, who last year caught 4 passes for 85 yards and a touchdown. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball at the 35-yard line of the Eagles.
Actually, I think that was Elijah Abraham, the number 8.
Again, that I formation, or actually the shotgun formation. The handoff coming around the far side, Nigel Diggs. Diggs is going to pick up maybe a yard. Going to be stopped just about. No, he's going to lose a yard, as a matter of fact. Lose 2 yards back to the 33. It was Mendez who came up and made the tackle. Just underway, inside 11 minutes and 48 seconds as the clock stopped. There's a flag on the field, I'm just noticing. Let's see what that's all about. Referee Brian Watson will march it off against the Cobras, or against the Eagles, I should say. 10-yard penalty back to the 21-yard line. Pat, that's not what you want to have happen early in the ball game.
No, that's not the direction you want to move.
So it'll be 2nd down, but 2nd down in a bunch. Looks like about 23 yards for the 1st down. Silas Jenkins, again, the shotgun formation, being rushed. Going to be hit, escapes 1 tackle, gets a big block, still on his feet, and now he's going to be taken down at the 11, 12, 13-yard line, and a flag goes down. Looks like Travis Wallace in on the tackle, the sophomore outside linebacker. Flag went down. I thought it might have been on that block, but they're saying the block was clean.
I thought the block was clean. It looked like he got him in the shoulder.
That's going to be against Aberdeen. And it will be a personal foul. Wow. So now it's going to be second down and about 30.
Well, not the start Aberdeen wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah, what kind of play do you have in your playbook, Pat, for second and 30?
Well, you don't have a second and 30 play, so you got to try to get 10 or 12, and you got a couple of downs, try to make it back up in a couple of chunks.
Silas Jenkins, Tommy Fisher, the fullback, Nigel Diggs. The line is Jaheim Wilson-Jones, the wide receiver, and John Williams, he's the tight end. Across that line, Terrence Reed, Brandon Bishop-Giles, Michael Snyder, Khalil Ben Moha, and Mac Sabila. That is the lineup for Aberdeen, backed up inside the 5-yard line. Second down, and it looks like almost 40 for the first down. Handoff inside. Diggs with the ball. Around the right side. He's got some room and up to the 21-yard line. Pat, just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, smart play call. Don't try to do anything crazy back there. Give yourself a little breathing room.
Well, good blocking. Khalil Ben Mona from that right side, along with Mark Sabila making the blocks on the right side. Good cutback, too, by Nigel Diggs. Diggs picked up 53 yards last week in that loss.
Well, Jenkins, a quarterback for Aberdeen, is a thick kid. Looks a little bit like Steve McNair back there to me.
Steve McNair, there's a name from the past, the late, great Steve McNair.
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans and later the Baltimore Ravens. Jenkins looking, being rushed, gets it off, has a man overthrown just on the far side. Yeah, that looked like it was number 1 for Aberdeen. That's Silas Jenkins who made the throw. Let's see, we're trying to figure out, was that number 6? Cameron Willis, who was overthrown? Cameron Wilson, we're way away from that play.
Looks like David Blackwell. It's tough. He's got his number kind of tucked underneath his shoulders pad. It's hard to see him.
Fourth down now, and that'll bring in punter Robert Slatwinski.
Pull your jersey out, son. You want to get mentioned on TV.
Get your name right. Come on. Slatwinski now with the punt. Left footer. Nice high boot. Coming down to the 50-yard line. Taken, and it's going to be hit and taken off his feet right there in his tracks. And that was
Holly on the reception.
Yeah, Justin
or
Holly.
on the return.
So the Cobras will take over the ball at the 47-yard line of Aberdeen in Aberdeen territory.
Your tackle, Brandon Fletcher and Logan Sully.
Ryan Hunt, the quarterback.
Right. Keep an eye on Lowry down here at the bottom of the screen.
Lowry, T.J. Lowry, number 7. Hunt.
There he is.
There's knockdown. Great play. Coming in and making the knockdown was number 57, the defensive end on that side, Brandon Bishop-Giles. Good job by, if you're not going to get to the quarterback, Pat, get those hands up, right?
Get the paws up, knock it down, especially on the 3-step drops, on the short drops.
And Hunt really did telegraph that pass. He was very easy to see where he was going to throw the ball. Second down now, 2nd and 10. Hunt. In the backfield with him is Eddie Medina. Medina with the football. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, Aberdeen is coming up tough here. Khalil Bonamona, Ahmad Turner, Tommy Fisher, and Brandon Bishop-Giles. That was Ahmad Turner who made that tackle.
Couple Aberdeen defensive guys in there, but Turner at the bottom of it around his ankles. Nice play by Turner.
Third down now, 3rd and 10. Ball right where it started. Well, this would be a great stop for Aberdeen. Hunt, fake, throw, has his man on the far side, complete.
McKissick.
Going to be knocked down at the 41-yard line. McKissick, the tight end. Curtis McKissick with the reception. Bring up a 4th down, Pat. Let's see, what would you do if you were the coach? You're 4th and 4.
I think you go for it here. I mean, you're the favorite in this game. It's 4th and 4. You've got a prolific offense, a lot of seniors. I think you try to set the tone here, and that's what they're going to do.
9:48 left in the first period. Hunt. Back to throw. Now he's going to run. Reverses field, being rushed, and down he goes. Aberdeen will take over at midfield. The tackle by Khalil Bahmona. Hope I say his name correctly because he's been on so many plays here. And that's a great, great stop for Aberdeen. If you are Coach Matlock and the Eagles, you say, hey, You give the ball to your opponent in your territory, but you come up 4 big defensive plays, and you take the ball over at midfield.
Yeah, it's you didn't give up any yards there. Great defense by Aberdeen. Great series by Aberdeen. Maybe give their offense a little bit of momentum to get the ball here on the 50.
A lot better room here. Silas Jenkins, the quarterback, this time under center. I
Oh.
formation, and the fullback had the wrong snap count. Now, they didn't throw the flag, so they're saying that was fine, and so they do run the play. Coming wide, that's Diggs. Diggs hit right at the 50-yard line, knocked off his feet. Tackle made by number 33. That's Mendez again, who had 13 tackles last week. Coming up and making the tackle. That was a strange play. Aberdeen was ready to get the false start penalty, and officials didn't throw the flag, so they went ahead and ran the play.
Well, the backs are allowed to move if they
Yeah.
keep. I guess that's what they gave him. As long as you don't go forward more than one step.
Jenkins, the I formation quarterback this time. Hands to deep back Diggs. Diggs, not much room on that left side. He's going to be hit and taken off his feet. A loss of 1. Looks like 55 on the tackle. And that's Andre Armstrong along with Jalen Cunningham, 55 and 54 on that right side of the defense.
Not a lot of running room there on the right side of the Tech defense.
Another loss of 1, so it's 3rd down and 11. Got to get down to the 40 for the first down. If you just tuned in, we're underway. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period. No score.
Aberdeen in the pistol here.
Jenkins looking to throw, throws it long, got a
he's
man
got
open
him.
down the right side. Oh, just off his fingertips at the 20-yard line. Fully extended, looking for the pass. Trying to pick up a number on that Aberdeen receiver. Yeah, that's Jordan Jenkins, number 19. Don't know if Silas Jenkins and Jordan Jenkins are related. They're both seniors. Look like they've tried that play before. 4th down now and 1.
Yeah, that's just off his hands. It would have been a good catch, but it hit his hands.
He did, yeah. As a quarterback, you hit his hands, he's supposed to bring it in, right?
That's what I used to tell my receivers.
Aberdeen to punt it away. A bit of a surprise there. They got the ball at midfield. High snap. Slatwinski on a running kick is going to get it off, but it's going to be a short kick down inside the 35-yard line to the 32. Good job by Slatwinski because he had no place to kick the ball after that high snap. Was able to avoid the rush and get the kickoff and get maybe, a 15, 18-yard punt?
Yeah, he got about, it was a nice play. He got about 15 yards out of it. He didn't panic and made a move and was able to get the kickoff. Nice play.
I'm a little surprised that Aberdeen didn't go for it. It was 4th down and was 4th and 11, but it was in midfield. Guess they figure they don't want to give Tech good field position again.
Well, their defense just had a good series. Oh, they jumped.
Looks like the jump goes against Aberdeen's Turner, number 55. It's going to cost them 5 yards to bring up a 1st and 5.
That drives coaches nuts. Right over the ball. Just watch the ball, son.
Being anxious, trying to get off, quickly.
Yep.
Fine line. Hunt, the quarterback, Ryan Hunt, the senior. Got an eye backfield behind him, Medina and Holly. Split receivers left and right. Give to the deep back, hit and held. What a brilliant tackle coming in and making that tackle. It looked like it was number 44, Tommy Fisher, the sophomore. Tommy Fisher is a big kid for a sophomore.
He is. He's a big, solid kid, and Harford Tech found out about Tommy Fisher on that play.
Loss of 1.
Form tackle.
2nd down now, 2nd and 6. Remember, they got that 5-yard penalty, so it was 1st and 5. Now 2nd and 6. Neither team showing a great offense just yet. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first. Handoff inside, that's Medina. Whole middle of that Aberdeen line. Boy, give credit to anyone you want to on that center part of the line. No room to run.
No, good. Aberdeen's defense looks solid.
They do. Bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down in the game, maybe give him 1 on that play. 3rd and 4. Got to get up to the 43 for the first down. The ball at the 39. Medina to the left, back Hunt on the roll, the pass. He's going to have his man, but it's short and incomplete, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Would have been a 1st down. Pat, as a quarterback, that's a very difficult throw. Rolling to your left as a right-hander, trying to get your feet set, your shoulders squared. How do you do that?
You just really have to focus on getting your shoulders turned. You work on drills and practice on that. I'm a little surprised that Tech has both times on 3rd down moved the quarterback to the left and gone to the left away from T.J. Lowry. Lowry's been playing the right wide out.
Yeah.
And other than that first quick screen they tried to hit him with, they haven't come back to him.
McKissitt will be the punter. Now, this young man punted for 74 yards in 2 punts last week. High punt, nice high spiraling punt, taken in by Aberdeen, and as soon as he does, he's going to be hit, but gets away. Eagles number 7, that's David Blackwell.
And Dosher on in on that tackle too. A lot of courage, not fair catching that one.
The courage or lack of, let's say lack of discretion perhaps. Yeah, that was a difficult catch because right in his face was the tackler. Worked well for Aberdeen. They will get the ball at the 25-yard line. Their 3rd possession. First time they went backwards. Second time they had the ball at the 50 but couldn't get anything to happen. This is their 3rd offensive possession. 6:37 left here in the 1st. Same formation as Silas Jenkins, the quarterback. High backfield behind him. Turns, gives to the deep back. That's Diggs. Diggs off the right side. Maybe gains 1 or 2. Tackle comes, that's Lowry coming up from his safety position to make the tackle. TJ had 15 tackles last week in the victory against Parkville. So one of those 2-way players that we've had you really value as a coach. High backfield again.
Lowry's listed as a safety, but they've got him walked up. He's playing linebacker. They've got him walked up there. He's playing right inside linebacker there.
Hand off to Diggs, coming up the middle. Hit again right in the middle. Not much happening. That's Andre Armstrong, I'm sorry, making the tackle. Pick up of about 1. It's now 3rd down and 8. Well, neither team has shown ability to move that line. That defensive line of Harford Tech, Jonathan Fletcher, Keegan Bergeron, Andre Armstrong, and Jalen Cunningham, they're just not being moved, allowing the linebackers and safeties to come up and make the tackle.
Yeah, we'll see if Aberdeen comes back to that deep ball again. They had Tech beat on the last possession.
3rd down 8. Jenkins without a fake. Has a man that's going to be off the fingertips. Looks like Blackwell up and just not able to bring it in. Actually, it was David Blackwell, yeah.
Yeah,
ball just high.
Just a tad high and just a hair behind him. Again, on his hands, but would have been a tough catch. Would have been a good catch.
So Aberdeen will have its 3rd punt. 3 possessions, 3 punts. Robert Slatwinski, the left-footed kicker. Last time, remember, was a high snap. This time a high floating snap and a low kick. I'm not sure if that may be partially blocked, but it's going to roll out still inside the 50-yard line. A very good field position again for the Harford Tech Cobras.
Aberdeen's having a little trouble with that punt snap. Let's see if the Tech coaches pick up on that and try to bring the punt block on the next series.
5:02 left here in the 1st. Harford Tech will take over at the 48-yard line of Aberdeen. That's twice they've taken the ball over in Aberdeen territory. Haven't been able to make anything happen yet. Hunt, the senior quarterback, turns, gives to the deep back. Some room now, moving it down to about the 35-yard line.
Well, they went to an I formation, old-fashioned football, just an isolation play and following the fullback up.
Looked like it was number 33 on the run.
Mendez.
First time we've seen, Kevin Mendez. Mendez, who normally plays linebackers, now in at the offensive position. Second play from scrimmage on this drive. Jalen Durbin on the tackle.
Nice play by Durbin from the linebacker to position to knife through the line there.
No gain on that after the first down was recorded on the previous play. Kelvin Mendez again, the deep back. Hunt throwing, has a man, it's going to be complete, and now incomplete. Hit just as
Nice
he
hit.
received the ball. Great hit there by number 2 for Aberdeen. The defensive back, Jaheim Wilson-Jones, comes up and really rocks the receiver.
Perfect timing. That was McKissick. McKissick looks like he's shaken up a little bit, but
hit him right in the solar plexus, and McKissick, you can tell, had the wind knocked out of him. At least we hope that's all that did happen.
yeah, Wilson-Jones came perfect timing, textbook play, put his shoulder pads right on the ball.
Great pass, great reception, but you said an even better play by Wilson-Jones.
Tech finds themselves 3rd and 10 again, Don.
Yep. Now deep in Aberdeen territory at the 35-yard line, and you would think this would be four down territory.
I would think so.
Hunt, the quarterback. Kelvin Mendez behind him. Inside handoff. Surprise play there. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and they may indeed be looking for a 4-down drive here.
I think that play call was obviously in mind that they're going for it on 4th down. Now it's 4th and a little more manageable. 4th and 4, 4th and 5 maybe.
Yep, 4th down and about a long 4, a short 5, 3 minutes and 40 seconds and counting left here in the first period. No score, as you see, if you just tuned in. And where have you been? Gosh.
Tech staying with the eye.
Handoff. Mendez brings it outside. He's going to hit a
Nice
hell,
play.
though. Great play, and a flag goes down.
Maybe
Could that have been face mask?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Chandler Scott with the tackle.
Great defense. It's just
Well,
a bad break if it's a face mask for Aberdeen.
Inadvertent as it was, but it's still going to be a face mask, and that's going to give, we think, preliminarily, Harford Tech a 1st down. That's the call.
That's heartbreaking for the Aberdeen sideline. They had it defense perfectly.
Officials will mark it off. Referee Brian Watson, Robert Hackett is the umpire. Linesman Dan Wiskowicz, I'm sorry, Dan. Line judge Bill Connolly, and Matthew Kane is the back judge. Ball down to the 16-yard line. Pat, as we look at this game, and in retrospect, that is going to be one of the big calls of the game, at least at this point.
At this point, Tech back in the spread.
Back to throw, Hunt being rushed. And no, he's still on his feet, and now down he goes. Tackled there by number 70 for Aberdeen. Let's see, there was 72, I guess it was. Khalib Seabolt. Having trouble picking up some of these numbers from
I don't see a 70 on the roster. I think it was 70 that made the tackle. I don't see it on the roster, Don.
Yeah, well, it was a great tackle. Big loss there. Loss of about 7 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 17. The ball back to the 25-yard line. Inside, Mendez still on his feet, breaks it back, down to the 10.
Great
One more
run.
cut, and a touchdown.
Great run.
Kelvin Mendez goes over from 25 yards out on a great individual effort by Kelvin Mendez at 2:36.
That was all Mendez, Don. That was a great run. I mean, let's look at hopefully we'll get a replay, but that was probably 3 or 4 great cuts on that run.
It really was. It's that jump cut where he looked like he was able just to move his feet from one side to the other. 2:36 the score. And here is the replay, you'll see. Got him right there at the line.
Breaks a tackle.
Another tackle. Watch this jump
Good cut there.
And in for the touchdown, a 25-yard TD run by Kelvin Mendez with 1:55 left here in this first period. Harford Tech has broken through. Looks like they'll be in to attempt the placement. Looking for the extra point. Is that Mendez again, 33?
He scored the touchdown. Now he's going to get a chance to make the kick.
Good snap, good placement. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So Mendez scores the touchdown, adds the extra point. It is 7-0 Harford Tech. Pat, you said it. That Mendez, all Mendez that time, blocking, you know, sort of maybe mediocre blocking. He was able to break 2 tackles and then that cut at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he had a little opening through there. I'll give the offensive line some credit.
Yep.
But yeah, 2 broken tackles, great effort, and then just a sensational jump cut, like you said, and it's touchdown Harford Tech, and right after Aberdeen made a big play with the sack.
Yeah, and Aberdeen's been doing great defensively. Remember that penalty they got when they had made the stop on 4th down, called for the inadvertent face mask, kept the drive alive, and Harford Tech capitalized.
They got him for a 15-yarder too. It's hard to see from where we are. It was the other side of the field, but
yeah.
That's a tough break for them. But Tech took advantage of it.
7-0 Tech leading. Mendez with the kickoff. Sort of a toe pooch kick, rolling down. Aberdeen does scoop it up. Dangerous kick that can be rolling free, but it's scooped up by Aberdeen, and they'll have good field position at the 38-39 yard line. So Aberdeen takes over at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10, looking to try to equalize with 1:51 left in the first period.
Well, Aberdeen has struggled to move the ball. They had the one play from the goal line where they ran right out of the spread. They've tried a little bit of everything, a little bit of eye, some spread, throw the ball. We'll see what they come up with here, down 7.
Harford Tech defeating Patuxent last week, 31-21 in the opening game of the season for them. Aberdeen losing to Parkville, 28-14, and the flag goes down. Could that be delay? It was an Aberdeen player trying to get off the field.
Illegal substitution, good call.
Yeah, he was still on the field, was that Aberdeen player struggling to get off. That's going to cost him 5 yards, and you really don't want to have that happen when you're struggling offensively anyhow.
No, now you've just added to your issues here.
First down 15, the ball inside the 35-yard line at the 34. Inside handoff. Nice cutback. Moving, that's Blackwell. Blackwell gets good yardage, gets the 5 yards back and more, maybe about a 7-8 yard gain up across the 40.
Reyes finally made the tackle there. I looked on that last play. Tech didn't have anybody deep. They've got 11 guys up on the line of scrimmage.
Daring Jenkins to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Silas Jenkins, the senior quarterback for Aberdeen.
But Tech doesn't have anybody more than 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Inside handoff. Good yardage, close to the first down, struggling for the yardage.
Nice run, kept his legs moving.
Nigel Diggs with the run. Well, that's going to be close to a first down. They're going to put it down just about at the 40. Let's see where they marked the ball. They had to get to the 48 for a first down.
I think they gave him.
And they did give him a first down. I think that's Aberdeen's first down of the contest, according to my records.
Well, he met T.J. Lowry in the hole there, and he pushed Lowry about 3 yards for the first down, so nice effort.
T.J. Lowry, not an easy man to push around. First down and 10, Aberdeen at the 48-yard line, their own 48. Jenkins, handoff. Aberdeen's line now beginning to move and getting some movement at all.
Yeah, but if I'm an Aberdeen coach, I'm looking at it. I got to take a shot at a slant or something over the middle. There's nobody there for Tech. They've got everybody up on the line.
Terrence Reed, Brandon Bishop Giles, Michael Snyder, Khalil Ben Mona, and Mark Sabilla across that front line for Aberdeen, making some movement for their running back. Second down and about 7. Ball at the 49. Thomas Jones flanked to the near side. Another handoff.
Oh,
and down he goes. Hit in the backfield. Eddie Medina on the tackle. Boy, tough break there. That play just was snuffed out from the very beginning. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Aberdeen's football down 7-0. This 4-play drive starting back at their own 38-yard line. They moved it out just about to the 50, lost a couple of yards, and when we rearrange here. The Aberdeen Eagles will be going from left to right, facing a third down and about 12. Tough break for Aberdeen, a play that just was nowhere to begin with, Pat. It was snuffed out by the Harford Tech defense and had no chance of succeeding.
No, great play by the Tech linebacker. Read it, penetrated, and made the tackle.
So far, it's been an interesting game. We expected the Cobras to be explosive. Aberdeen did a great job of stopping them on a couple of drives and actually stopped them on that touchdown drive, but the inadvertent face mask penalty giving the Harford Tech Cobras second life. And Pat, you said it, they took advantage of it.
They did. That's what good teams do. It's Tech's got a lot of seniors, especially at the skill positions, and you can't give them second chances.
Sophomore.
Big play for Aberdeen here, I think, early in the game.
Oh, it is, yeah. Third down now, and again, third down in about 12, maybe 11. Again, if you don't get the first down, fourth down, do you punt? Do you try to get your first down? Or
your defense is playing well. I think you have to punt. You can't give them the ball here.
Let's see if they can get that first down. Here's the
They're
pass,
gonna be-
looking long again down this sideline. Going to be intercepted. That's Lowry. Lowry with the interception at the 25-yard line. The ball a bit underthrown, and T.J. Lowry goes up and makes the interception.
That's okay, though. That's as good as a punt.
That's a very good call, Pat. Yep, if you're going to punt the ball away anyhow, that means Tech will get the ball. Here's the replay. You'll see how Lowry goes up at the top of the ball and makes the interception.
Now, Tech dropped back on that play. I'd mentioned several plays ago how they had everybody up, but on the third and long, they dropped back into a more traditional defense.
T.J. Lowry, who had 3 touchdown receptions last week, now on defense, comes up and makes that big interception that stops Aberdeen and hands the ball back to the Tech Cobras, up by 7-0. 11:53 left here in the half.
Tech staying with the eye.
Handoff. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Durbin with the tackle, the middle linebacker. Looks like the run there made by number 3, that's Jay Rose. New back in the lineup for Harford Tech. Now the shotgun formation. It's going to be second down and about 9, pickup of 1. Handoff, fake handoff, pass complete to the 40-41 yard line. That's Kelvin Mendez.
Or Holly, Justin Holly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Justin Holly, excuse me, who with the reception. First down.
Nice throw on that one. Nice.
Surely was. It was a nice
throw by
clean,
Hunt on that
crisp
one.
throw by Ryan Hunt. Ryan Hunt, who was 7 for 15 last week in the victory against Patuxent. 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, by far his best throw of the night.
There's a penalty against Aberdeen. Not sure, they didn't mark that. It's a 5-yarder. Handoff inside, tripped up. Good play by Aberdeen to stop that quick hitter. Eddie Medina, yeah, with the run. Pickup of maybe 1, second down and 4. Here's a pass, going to be complete to the near side, and a fumble comes into Aberdeen's hands, and Aberdeen still with the football. The catch made by Jay Rose. He was hit, coughed the ball up into the hands of Aberdeen, and the takeaway for the Eagles.
I think it was Amonte Williams that picked the ball up at Malachi Stewart Lassane with the hit that caused the fumble. Flag on the play. Is that on the return?
Not sure. Let's see what the officials say. It looks like it will be Aberdeen football. Here's a replay you'll see. Nice pass, nice catch. Just sort of pries the ball away, and there it is.
Good strip. Actually, that was Rayshawn Richmond. Sorry about that, Rayshawn. Nice strip.
Aberdeen will take the ball at the 48-yard line, their own 48. That's Diggs, and he is going nowhere except backwards. Boy, that Tech Cobra defense is just really fired up. Loss of about 3 on the play. Travis Walls with the tackle. Travis coming up from his linebacker.
Sniff the play out from the linebacker position.
It's going to be second down now and about 13. Jenkins going to run with the ball. Gets a couple of yards, hit, still on his feet, plows past the 50-yard line into Tech territory. Very courageous run there by Silas Jenkins. You mentioned he's a thick young man, the Steve McNair type.
Yeah, he's not your typical quarterback body type. He looked like a design quarterback draw to me, Don, and you better bring it when you try to tackle number 1 tonight.
And they were bringing it. They had about 4 or 5 of those black shirts trying to take him down. Third down and about 7. The ball at the 49. He's got to get to the 42 for the first down. 9:20 left in the first half. Tech scored at 1:55 on a Mendez run of 25 yards, and that's where we are. 7-0 as Aberdeen calls a timeout. Had a very competitive football game, and I'm sure if you were the Aberdeen coaching staff down 7-0, you wouldn't be terribly disappointed. Certainly you'd like to be ahead, but you're really playing Harford Tech head up. I mean, right now, other than that one penalty that gave Tech the chance to keep that drive alive, they've sort of played them to a standstill.
I think you got to be happy if you're the Aberdeen coaching staff at this point. Your kids are playing tough. Your defense is playing fantastic. A lot of the game's been played on your side of the field. So it's, you know, big play here for Aberdeen. As well as they've played tonight, they need to be careful here. And
just an announcement that they're out of chicken here. The fans greet that with some
first half, and we're out of chicken.
Yeah, wow. You got to be happy because you've sold out, but you need to have more chicken to sell.
It's like Popeyes, I think. They're running out of the chicken sandwich.
Back to throw Jenkins. Hit, still on his feet, tries to throw the ball sort of backhanded. Hang on to it. No, they're going to say he stopped there. Good job by Jenkins to hang on to it. He looked like he was going to try to do that Mahomes left-handed throw almost.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but it looked like another quarterback draw again.
Ben Kidd with the pressure.
Having nothing of it.
That'll bring up 4th down and 4th and 11. Silas Jenkins on the sidelines, walking around a little gingerly like, hey, those guys are hitting hard out there.
Aberdeen coach is probably a little frustrated with the offense right now, but you got to punt the ball here.
Jenkins going back in. They have not called timeout, so the clock has to be running down. Well, I see, there's the flag. Looks like Jenkins is the long snapper. Silas Jenkins, the quarterback, in to snap the ball long. Officials throw a flag. I think it probably is for delay, but I'm not sure of that. Jenkins was on the sideline. He had been shaken up after those couple of hits, and somebody said, hey, Silas, you got to get in there and snap the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I've seen the quarterback as a long snapper.
Well, you throw it upright or you throw it bending over. I guess it's the same motion. So
I think.
Very similar.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want my quarterback in there getting his head knocked around on the snap.
No. But he's back out there. It is Silas Jenkins to snap the ball. Number 1.
Forrest Weist always used to have me as the up back there, and I used to hate that because the guys would come in and full speed. I'd have to try to make a block, and he said he'd have me there for the cadence and just in case we ever ran a fake, which we never did.
Which you did. And you bought that, right? Okay, Coach, let's run the fake here once in a while.
Oh, these guys just pound me.
Slawinski with the pound. This is a nice punt. Taken down at the 20-yard line. Some room. Coming to the near side and making the run. That's Justin Holly. Holly, the starting tailback, with a nice return. That was a nice punt by Slawinski, but an even better return by Holly. 7-0 the score as you see. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first period.
Well, Tech,
should say in the first half.
Tech came out running spread and then struggled a little bit and went to the eye, had a little more success. Let's see if they try to open it back up here.
Ball at the 43-yard line. Good field position again for the Tech Cobras. Ryan Hunt, the quarterback, senior.
They got Lowry and McKissick on the same side of the field this time.
Over on the far side. Handoff inside, though. Nice jump cut again. That's Mendez. That's the same kind of cut he made when the touchdown run.
He's quick inside.
Kelvin Mendez also plays a linebacker on defense. Done a nice job, have the Tech Cobras in rotating those backs. Keep everybody fresh. Second down, about 2 yards to go. Big 8-yard to carry. Mendez in the backfield. Bit of a pistol formation again. Hunt waiting for the snap. Hands off to Mendez around the right side. Breaks it outside, but he's going to be hit and held at the 49-yard line.
Another guy not on the roster. 71 on the tackle.
For the Aberdeen Eagles. Yeah, sometimes when your number's not listed, that's good and bad. Do something wrong, and you don't know who the guy is. Do something right, we can't call your name either. Third down, 3rd and 4. Big down here for Harford Tech. Hunt looking to throw, being rushed, gets it off. It's going to be caught.
Nice play.
Nice diving catch. Down inside that's Lowry at the 38-yard line. TJ Lowry, boy, that young man has some great hands. Remember, he had the interception earlier in the game.
Nice play by Hunt, extending the play, knowing he's going to get hit as he throws the ball. Finds his main guy, Lowry. Nice play.
Lowry with those sure hands, he just dove out, made the catch. 6:33 and counting. First down at the 38-yard line. Handoff, nope. Hunt keeps the ball around that right side. The RPO, it's become popular now. Run pass option, although I don't think there was much of a pass option there. He was just running the ball.
No, it was probably, you read the defensive end on the far side before you're running. If he goes down the line, you give it, or you pull it out and keep it. If he stays home, you give the handoff. Nice read, picked up 4.
Yeah, a rare run. He only ran the ball 12 times all last year, so he's not a running quarterback per se. Did pick up 4 yards on that carry. Hunt to throw, has a man, complete. Is that McKissick?
That's McKissick.
Yep. Double team tackle at the 31-yard line, short of the first down. Remember, McKissick went out earlier, got hit hard in the solar plexus, but it looks like he's none the worse for wear.
As a quarterback, nice to have a couple 6'3" guys to throw the ball to, Don.
With good hands.
Yeah.
Just put the ball up there. Third down now, 3rd and about 2, a long 2, a short 3. Hunt in the shotgun. Mendez on one side.
Definitely 4 down. Oh, the back. I thought the back move for Harford.
Let's see if it's.
Yeah.
No, there it is. Yeah.
Aberdeen jump, but I thought the back move for Harford Tech.
False start against Tech, so that's going to cost them 5. I think that's the first penalty they've had all night. Aberdeen, of course, had that critical penalty.
Holly leaned a little bit.
Aberdeen jumped, but you're right, it was after they were drawn off. Yeah. So instead of it being 3rd and 2 or 3, it's now 3rd and 7 or 8.
Still 4 down territory. If you're Tech, I think you're looking to try to get about 5 or 6 here.
McKissick and to the right-hand side along with Lowry. Hunt looking left, though. Diving catch. Let's see if he did make that catch. It looked like he did. That was Jay Rose.
Good spot. I think they're going to give it to him with that spot.
Boy, nice catch by Rose. He went down and scooped that ball right off the turf. First down. 6-play drive started at the 43-yard line. A little bit of pace now. Harvard Tech back up at the line of scrimmage. Mendez, flag goes down. Let's see what the call is.
Hunt's warming up a little bit, Don. He got off to a little bit of a slow start, I thought.
Another false start against Tech. They got set, but they didn't get completely set and snapped the ball before they were ready to go.
Tried to go quick.
Guess they feel like they have Aberdeen on their heels here now. They're trying to take advantage.
Looked like they tried to go tempo, and not everybody was ready.
Same formation. Lowry to the far side. McKissitt in the slot. Back to throw. Looking. That's his man. That's Mendez on the screen. Mendez avoids one tackle. Dives. He's got the about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to be inside the 25-yard line to the 24. Boy, I'm really impressed with Mendez as a receiver and a runner. He just has that great knack of being able to catch the ball and move with it. Aberdeen making a sub real on the fly.
Yeah, Tech going tempo here.
Picking up the pace. Hunt looking, now rolling, now throws, has a man, incomplete.
Good defense.
It was great defense. Can we pick up the number on that defender on the far side? Is that Silas Jenkins, number 1, or is it number 7?
I thought it might have been 2, Wilson Evans.
Okay, we'll just have to say on the far
Wilson
side.
Jones, I'm sorry. It's
just hard for my old eyes to see that distance of about 75 yards, but it was a great play by Aberdeen to knock the ball loose.
Yeah.
Third down now, 3rd and 7. Back to throw, dropping deep. Being rushed, steps up, looking to throw, has a man, that's Mendez, incomplete, and a flag goes down here on the near side. They're saying it's against Tech. At least the Aberdeen coaching staff is saying so.
Might have been an offensive lineman downfield.
Yeah, because Hunt faked, and then moved. It looked like he was going to run, and then finally threw the ball.
Yeah, It
would be 4th down, so it'd be interesting if Aberdeen accepts this penalty.
I think they got to push him back. It should be a 10-yard penalty.
Second penalty against the Cobras. No, just a 5-yard penalty.
5.
Remain 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd and 12. They've got to get all the way down inside the 20 to about the 17.
Aberdeen brought good pressure that time, caused Hunt to have to step up and got things in disarray.
4:19 left in the first half. Hunt without a fake, looking, throwing, deep, has a man that's going to be caught. That's McKissitt. McKissitt for the touchdown. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. McKissitt with a 32-yard touchdown reception from Hunt. Now that was a great throw and a great catch. Looked like there were 2 receivers in the zone. McKissitt came down with it, avoided one tackle, vaulted into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, McKissitt ran a skinny post out of his slot position, and Aberdeen looked like they were dropped back in the zone. And
here's the replay.
Hunt put it right in front. Oh, they were trips over there. I'm sorry.
Avoids one tackle and then bowls his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah.
32 yards from Hunt, from Ryan Hunt to Curtis McKissitt. Mendez in to attempt the extra point. Up, and the kick is going to be no good, so the score remains at 13-0.
Well, that's more what we expected out of Harford Tech in terms of offense. I said at that drive, let's see if they start to open it up. They struggled a little bit early in the game with the passing game, and went to the I formation and kind of settled down a little bit. I thought they might try to get back to that, and that's what they did on that drive. 41
seconds left here in the first half. If you're Aberdeen, of course, you've been so close. You've played well. Your defense has played strong, but Harford Tech got advantage of that penalty early, took advantage of that with the Mendez run. That time, Hunt to McKissitt, just a well-thrown ball caught, in McKissitt, a big young man, able to avoid one tackle and bowl into the end zone. Impressed with Ryan Hunt, the senior quarterback. You can see the leadership qualities Patty has.
A lot of poise in the pocket. I like the way he steps up in the pocket, Don. Sometimes you get young quarterbacks that'll try to run out to the right or left, and really you need to step up.
Again, another pooch kick fielded by Aberdeen, fumbled around and Will Aberdeen get the ball? It's still loose, and now Aberdeen does have it with 40 seconds left. That would have been a disaster.
That would have been. It bounced around a little bit too.
You're down 13-0. The last thing you want to do is to have a cheap one scored on you.
You've played well. At least your defense has played tough. I'm not sure Aberdeen has a first down this game.
I think they may have one or two at the very most. Now, Pat, as a former quarterback, you've got 40 seconds left. Would you attempt to put some points on the board, or would you just sort of, take your losses and go into halftime and regroup?
I think they've got one timeout left. Maybe you try to run that inside play that you ran down on the goal line before. If Tech's setting back, if you can get about 10, 12 yards or something like that, call timeout and see if you can hit a pass.
Ball at the 26-yard line. Two wide receivers to the near side. Silas Jenkins back.
Oh, he's got a guy
over
deep.
the middle, and it is complete.
Blackwell.
That's to number 7, Blackwell. And now all of a sudden you've got field position at the ball at the 45-yard line. Clock running. Nope, now the clock stopped as they reset the chains. 35 seconds left.
Tech's got to play better defense than that. It's game situation. 40
Aberdeen
seconds.
must have taken a timeout. No, they're just resetting the chains. 35.6 seconds left, and now the clock begins running again. Officials still haven't marked the clock, now still running, but the officials haven't marked it ready for play. Now that's a bad break for Aberdeen. Officials standing over the ball. The clock was running. About a second and a half went off. 34 seconds. Jenkins, inside handoff. Some running room.
Well, he's got a shot here.
He's going down that sideline.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds he goes. I'm corrected, and yes, there's 3 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock. Pardon me. That's why Aberdeen was in no hurry with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left. So this two-play drive started back at the 25-yard line of Aberdeen.
Manuel Ray has made the touchdown-saving tackle there, but all of a sudden Aberdeen's got life.
Here's the replay.
Two big plays.
With that nice
Big
handoff
hole.
inside.
Big hole.
That's Diggs with the run.
Nice cut.
Thank you, Boothie. I was misreading the scoreboard. It looked like you had the inside the 1 minute. Really, now we have 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. Plenty of time, obviously, for Aberdeen.
That's excusable. We're looking through the goalpost to the scoreboard. It's a.
Thank you, Pat.
It's a
timeout here on the field. Harford Tech going to call timeout. Boy, what a comeback by Aberdeen. It looked like, first of all, disaster as the ball fumbled around and almost lost it on the kickoff. Then in two plays, one pass play and then one run play, they're all the way down to what it looks like at about the 12-yard line?
3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line, thank you.
Yeah, if Aberdeen can punch it in here, I think that's going to give them a lot of momentum going into the locker room. They're going to feel good about themselves. It'll be interesting to see the way they come out in the second half.
Absolutely. And of course, if you're the Cobras, if you can stop them here, you could break the spirit of Aberdeen. So talk about a critical juncture of a game. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in this first half of play.
Aberdeen looks like they're staying in the spread. No, they're going to go I. They got the heavy package in the backfield.
Clock running at 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half.
Tommy Fisher at tailback. He's a load.
He is a load. Tommy, the sophomore, normally the fullback, but we were told he does run some tailback.
Quarterback
Keep
sneak.
by Jenkins. He's going to be hit and held. No gain on that right side.
Good play by Tech. I'm not sure if Jenkins thought he saw a crease there or not, but
Looked like the tackle made by Travis Walls. Picked up maybe a half yard down to the 2.5 yard line.
sometime when I was playing Don, Keith Rawlings was my center, and if I saw an opening, no matter what our play call, we had a little goose play where I'd tickle his fanny and he'd give me the snap before the count, and scored a few touchdowns that way. There's the isolation with the big boy.
Going to be close to the touchdown, but not in yet.
Nice play by Tech.
Tech is stiffened now. It's 3rd down and goal. Now clock does become a bit of an issue with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the first half. Timeout for, no, official timeout. But Aberdeen was taking a timeout, but the official. Ball at the 1, 3rd down and goal. Boy, big play here. You don't want to go 4th down and risk everything. You want to score right here, Pat, if you're the offensive team.
Yeah, you don't want to take it to a 4th down.
Silas Jenkins, a big quarterback, and as you said, Tommy Fisher, a big tailback.
Well, they got Fisher back at fullback.
Yep, there's Diggs as the deep
Diggs
back.
back at, I think, watch to see if they try to bounce Diggs outside. Tech's packed inside. There he goes.
There he goes, the pitch out.
Good
Diggs
cut.
cuts it back inside, touchdown Aberdeen.
Yeah,
oh, nice cut back by Diggs. That outside was covered. He cut back inside, so it's a 1-yard touchdown run with 1:28 seconds left in the half, and Aberdeen is back in the game.
Yeah, the defensive end got up the field. The fullback picked him up, and nice cut in underneath. So I thought they might do that when we saw Diggs back in at tailback.
Boy, big call. Harford Tech had it sniffed out. They really closed down the outside, but Diggs on a nice cutback.
Yeah.
There you see the replay as he starts outside, cuts it back inside, and now Sletwinski in to attempt the extra point, try to cut it to a 6-point game. Nice snap, good placement, kick is up, and the kick is no good. He pulled it off to the right.
A lot of leg, but he pulled it.
13-6 remains the score as Aberdeen comes back within a score.
Nice drive by the Eagles there.
Yeah, a 4-play drive, a 75-yard drive. 2 big plays, the pass first and then the big Diggs run, and Diggs caps it off with a 1-yard run on a 3rd and goal. I'm impressed with Aberdeen, a team that came in as the decided underdog, Pat, but they're not backing down at all.
No, there's, Aberdeen has a history of playing tough football and good football, and they're showing it tonight. They were the underdog coming in, and they easily could have got down there going into half down 13-0 and fumbling the kick around. And,
yep.
And it just took one play. I think that pass play got the blood flowing for them, and they've got life. We've got a football game here.
Chris Matlock, the 2nd-year head coach for Aberdeen, played at Rising Sun back in the day in Cecil County. There's a high kick taken at the 26-yard line, and down he goes, and now with 1:26 seconds, what we were talking about before when we thought we were inside 1 minute. Pat, I'll ask you the same question. If you're the Harford Tech Cobras, would you be happy with a 7-point lead, or do you want to put on another score before halftime?
No, if I'm Harford Tech, I'm throwing the ball here. You've got a senior quarterback that threw 1 interception last year. You've got maybe 2 of the best receivers in Harford County. You're really in the region. I think you just had a nice series throwing the ball. You got time here. You got a couple timeouts. I think if you're Harford Tech here, you got to come out thinking to get some more points on the board.
If you're Aberdeen, of course, a big turnover here would really put you in great position. Hunt back to throw. Throwing long
nice
down
ball.
The middle, has
nice
a man.
Pass.
That's Lowry.
That's a nice ball.
T.J. Lowry, that ball was right on the money, and Lowry went up, caught the ball at its apex, 1st down inside the 50. There's your answer. There's no let's just take it easy in Tech.
Yeah, I didn't think they would. Not with the seniors they have.
Clock running. Hunt throws down the middle, has his man incomplete, dropped. We'll stop the clock. Looked like the ball receiver was ready to run before he caught the ball.
Yeah. Holly just took his eyes off it a little bit. He knew the hit was coming.
Holly shaking up a bit. He's limping off the field. 1:09 left here in the half.
Boy, that previous pass, though, on 1st down by Hunt, that was a bullet. That was a nice ball.
A thing of beauty. Gain of about 25 yards on that 1st down play. Drive started at the 35-yard line. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. The ball at the 48. Hunt being rushed, and down he goes.
Down.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's the old turf monster came up and got him.
Flag
Like
down
maybe
too.
he was trying to.
Oh, geez, flag down on top of it. They'll probably decline this penalty.
Let's see what the flag is about.
It's holding on Tech.
Yep, and they're saying let's decline that penalty. A big loss of about 10, maybe 12 yards on it.
Yeah, because that's going to make it third and about 18 or so, 19.
Now with 1:06 still left. I mean, I'm not saying that it's time to play conservative if you're Tim Palmer, but you might want to think about it. Let's not do something really stupid here and give Aberdeen the ball with 1 minute left.
Yeah,
They're back in that formation.
I might try to get the ball to McKissitt or Lowry underneath to see if they
trips to the
short
right.
pass, see if they can run with the ball.
He's going to flank his receivers further out, does Hunt, and you can see the experience of that senior. And now jumping offside. Aberdeen.
Now McKissitt's out of the game. I don't know if he got hurt or not. They had that trips formation that they used for the touchdown, but it's 7's out.
Yeah, Jay Rose, number 3, is out there as the wide receiver. Now they got them lined up one behind the other on the right side. Hunt throwing.
Pick.
Intercepted, taken away by Aberdeen off the fingertips of Mendez. Is that Blackwell, number 7?
Abraham 8.
Yeah, it's Elijah Abraham, number 8. The ball went off McKissitt's hands. Not McKissitt, actually, but Mendez.
Well, that's what you were talking about, Don. You got to be
3rd
and 19.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you.
Now 38 seconds left for Aberdeen, and what a turnaround this would be.
Aberdeen's got
Here's
a chance.
the replay. You'll see how this ball goes right off Mendez's hands.
It looked like the same play they ran for the touchdown out of the trips, only it was Mendez instead of McKissitt that time. And ball should have been caught.
Ball was really thrown with a lot of pace on it.
It was.
Let's see what Aberdeen does here now. Throw, complete, taken down right away.
Oh.
Completion to Aberdeen's number 7, David Blackwell.
McKissitt back in on defense. Not sure why he wasn't out there on offense.
22 seconds, clock running. Timeout on the field. Timeout called by Harford Tech. With 19 seconds left here in the first half. Great comeback by Aberdeen. Gosh, it looked like when they were down 13-0 and fumbled around that kickoff, I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be the route is on now.
Yeah.
All that Aberdeen did was 2 big plays. They come back in good field position, scored on 3rd and goal from the 1. We got a ball game, Pat, as you said.
Well, Tech's kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They had the fumble down here inside the 40 early in the second quarter. And now the interception.
Yeah, 2 big turnovers. They always say that turnovers, decide when 2 teams are fairly evenly matched, and the one who wins the turnover battle usually ends up winning. Now, Harford Tech had the 1 interception by Lowry, but that, as you said, was like almost a punt.
Correct.
So
yes.
it didn't hurt Aberdeen, per se. Well, let's see what Aberdeen comes up with 19 seconds left here. 19.8 seconds.
They've got Tech's got Lowry back playing center field.
Jenkins goes up. He's going to be hit, and off his feet he goes.
58.
58 for Harford Tech makes the tackle.
Ceiling. Logan Ceiling.
Yeah, Logan Ceiling in on the defensive play, makes that play with 11.9 seconds left. Aberdeen calls a timeout. Timeout with 3rd down and a bunch. 3rd down and about 17.
Well, I think you're in Hail Mary territory now.
Yeah.
11 seconds.
Same thing we said about Harford Tech, making that mistake that gave Aberdeen the chance. Right here, Aberdeen doesn't want to throw the ball for grabs. They're running the clock down now with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Not sure why the clock is running. There was timeout. Okay, they ran it down to 3.7 seconds. That's the only few seconds left here in this first half. If I'm Aberdeen, I got to go a little conservative here. I've got to hand the ball off in the middle. Just let the clock run out and go into the halftime down by just 7 points. That's just me, Pat.
I take a shot on a Hail Mary. I'm not sure how far Jenkins can throw the
ball. You're the
ball.
Riverboat Gambler. You're the 24-5 quarterback for Edgewood Rams.
You're right.
Diggs on his feet, and down he goes. That will be the last play of the first half, and a very interesting and fun half. Again, Aberdeen down 13-0, came back, made that score, made it a ball game. Pat, your assessment of the first half?
Well, I was very impressed with Aberdeen's defense to come out, especially early. Came out, played well. They were put on their heels a couple times, a couple bad breaks. They kept the team in the game until the offense could hit a couple of plays. Tech is, I I think a more talented team, at least at the outside positions and the way the quarterback can throw the ball. But they've shot themselves in the foot a couple of times with the fumble where they were stripped, and then at the end of the half off his hands. So a couple of penalties by Tech on offense too. But a good half of football.
It was that. We'll take a break here, come back with the second half action. It is 13-6. The Harford Tech Cobras leading by that 7-point margin. Don't go away. We'll be right back. We're back with you at Harford Technical High School. The Harford Tech Cobras leading by 13-6 at the half. Pat, a very entertaining first half. The first part of the first half, neither offense could do very much, but then, you know, the fun began, if you will. Harford Tech going up by 13-0, and then when it looked like Aberdeen was, you know, going to get blown out, almost fumbled the kick away, they were in two big plays to go all the way down to the 3-yard line and then score on 3rd and 1 from the 3, I should say, or actually from the 1-yard line, to really make it a game. And we have an exciting second half in front of us here.
Absolutely, Don. It's a little bit of a slow start for, well, really a slow start for both offenses, and Tech started to get it together. One drive extended by an unfortunate penalty, face mask penalty, and then they got back into their bread and butter with the spread passing game to hit a couple of their, you know, their big targets. You saw just a moment ago there the Aberdeen Eagles. You can see how fired up they are. So at halftime, I mean, you know, this is a team you can't believe in yourself because you haven't, you know, you're 3-7 last year. You get beaten in the first week of the season. You're facing Harford Tech, a team that's gone, 10-1 and 8-2 in the last 2 years, you know, on their field. So you have to have some self-doubt. You go down 13-0, but you come back that way. You got to be feeling good about yourself, Pat. You do got to be feeling good about yourself, and a lot of credit to the Aberdeen kids for staying in there. All it took was one big pass play, and they had life again. Popped a nice run almost for a score after that, and then punched it across, and you know, and then finished up the half with a late interception to stop a Tech drive. You know, Tech came out sluggish on offense, and, you know, and they're the heavy favorite. I think they probably. You know, it's natural. They overlooked Aberdeen a little bit. Aberdeen coming off a tough season and a loss last week to Parkville, and you know, if I'm the Tech coaches, I'm telling my guys, hey, we're in a dogfight now. Exactly. We didn't come out maybe as ready as we needed to be. We're in a dogfight, and we need to get it together. Our goal is to win the 2-8 state championship, but before we can do that, we have to qualify. That's right. So we have to take care of business. Aberdeen will kick off now, going from left to right. The Cobras receiving, up by that 7-point margin, looking to try to build on it. We got an exciting bit of time left here in this game. And the clock's confusing me all night long. For some reason, it's at 1:29. I'm not sure why they're counting it from a minute to. The officials aren't either. They're looking. There we go. Now we got to 12 minutes. And now we're ready to go here as our second half is about set to begin. Slabwinski with the kickoff coming down to about the 20-yard line. Both the receivers, that is Mendez. That's Holly. That's Howard, and he's going to Holly. He breaks through. Yeah, number 34, that's Justin Holly. Holly caught the ball. It looked like he and Mendez were vying over who was going to catch it. When Holly finally corralled it, he took off and looked like he might go all the way down to the inside the 40-yard line to about the 35-yard line. They're going to put it down. Yeah, here's a replay. You'll see how he breaks out of saying, oh, who's going to catch it? And Holly finally takes it and then takes off. Right up the middle. So many times young returners try to outrun it to the sides, and the best way to get a kick return is right up the gut. Ball at the 35-yard line of Aberdeen as Harford Tech will take over. Ryan Hunt, the quarterback, in the shotgun formation with Mendez to his right. Back to throw, no fake, looking for his man. That's Lowry. Catches the ball and down he goes. That's Rayshawn Richmond with the tackle. Lowry with the catch. Looks like Tech wants to get the ball in the hands of their star early.
And TJ Lowry certainly is that. Last week, 4 catches for 61 yards and 15.3 yards per catch, and 3 big touchdowns from Ryan Hunt in that win over Patuxent. Here's a handoff. Mendez breaks one tackle, cuts it inside.
Nice run, nice hole, nice blocking by the Tech line.
Well, he's that kind of kid that, he doesn't need a lot. That little jump cut, and he's at full speed as soon as his feet hit the ground.
Well, he gets behind some of those big horses up front, and you can't see him.
Fletcher, Kidd, Reeves, Friend, and Sealing across that front line. First down and 10. Flag goes down. Could be another false start. They've had 2 already. No, it's going to be offside against Aberdeen. That'll cost the Eagles 5 yards.
Tech tried to go up tempo in the first half and had a couple of penalties. I think they still ended up scoring on the pass to McKissick. So tried to do that again here. I think that Tech coaches, you want to try to get the team moving.
2-play drive started at the Aberdeen 35 after that big run back by Holly. Holly in motion, back again he goes. Hunt gives the ball away. Into the 5-yard line, diving, that's Mendez. Mendez down to the 2-yard line. Boy, that was quite a great deal of fakery by Hunt. It looked like Hunt may have kept the ball.
Yeah, nice handle by the senior quarterback. Another nice run by Mendez.
Well, and the pace you're talking about, they're not going to get Aberdeen a chance to reset.
No chance to sub, right?
Mendez, touchdown.
Yeah.
10 minutes, 45 seconds. Mendez goes in, his second touchdown of the game. And just like that, the Cobras have come out and said, hey, I wonder what was said at halftime. If you were Tim Palmer, the Harford Tech coach, would you have a few things to say to your team?
Well, I mean, the way they came out, it sounded like they got a Frank Mezzanotte halftime speech.
Frank Mezzanotte, the famed coach at Edgewood, who has been known to, here you'll see the replay. Mendez in to attempt the extra point off your screen. And there's Mendez who kind of walks it in. And now he's in to attempt the extra point. Flag goes down. It looked like, don't know if it was offside or false start, but something was amiss. Offside again. Now you may want to think about that 2-point conversion. You're moved another 1.5 yards closer. Scored 19-6, the lead for the Cobras. No, Mendez will stay in. He will attempt the extra point. Remember, he scored the first touchdown and kicked the extra point after it. Now he's trying to do the same thing here with the third touchdown. Spot, the kick, and the kick is good.
Almost blocked, but good.
So Mendez adds the extra point. A 4-play drive, 35 yards after the Holly returned on the kickoff. And just like that, with 10:44 left in the third, the Cobras have reasserted their will.
Well, obviously Harford Tech wanted to come out and change the tempo of this game, and they went up tempo. They got the ball in the hands of Lowry on the first play, stretched the defense out a little bit, and that opened it up for Mendez.
And now if you're Aberdeen, you're back in that danger zone of being blown out because the Cobras have established their will again. This drive right here, Pat, so important.
Yeah, critical drive to start the half for Aberdeen. You gotta hang around. You gotta stay in the game. You gotta keep believing. So let's see what they can do here.
Nobody back deep at all. Mendez to kick it away. He's pooch kicked it each time, and we'll do it again. Scooped like a shortstop. Still on his feet. Coming to the near side. Is that Jenkins? It's number 4, yes, for Aberdeen. And that's William Quintana.
Nice return.
Yeah, he picked that ball up off the turf just like he was a shortstop fielding a ground ball.
Might have got a face mask, too.
All the way back inside the 40-yard line. Let's see what the officials say. They're conferring. Referee Brian Watson.
Yeah, it looks like it's on Aberdeen.
Hold against Aberdeen. Oh, my.
I thought I might have saw a face mask, but by the body language of the Aberdeen players, it's no.
And another flag goes down. Let's see what that's going to be about. The official heard something being said, and he tossed the flag immediately. And walking over now and lecturing the Aberdeen bench and
Probably just a warning. Probably just a bench warning.
Let's hope so. You never
Yeah.
want to see the game taken away from the players. So the big return is going to be wiped out.
Yeah, it happened right in front of the Aberdeen bench, so that's why you saw a lot of emotion coming in front of from the Aberdeen players.
Officials are straightening it out. We do know it's going to be a penalty against Aberdeen. There's going to be at least a 10-yard penalty. Official taking a pause there after he's marched off 10 yards, and let's see if he's in a mood to march off another 10.
Well, that was from the spot of the foul. It's probably really like a 20 or 25-yard penalty from where the return is.
Yeah. So you're right. It looks like it might have been just a warning on that flag he threw the second time. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41. Jenkins hands the ball off to Diggs. Diggs off the left side, picks up about a yard. Or he's corralled there by the defense. Looked like Jalen Cunningham, number 54, in on the play. Gain of about 1. Aberdeen taking over at the 41. They were all the way down. It looked like maybe to the Tech 40-yard line, so it cost them about 20 yards. As you said, Pat, the spot of the penalty, not where the play ended up.
Yeah, Aberdeen's got trips to the right here. Oh, there he goes.
Silas Jenkins
drops back.
Throwing. Intercepted right into the hands of the Cobra player. It looks like number 5, Ryan Hunt, the quarterback playing defense. Travis Walls, excuse me, number 5. Travis Walls has that ball right in his hands, makes the interception right at midfield, takes it all the way back to the, let's see, they'll put it down inside the 20-yard line. What a turnaround against the Eagles.
Well, Jenkins stared down the receiver. He had his receiver on a slant and stared him down the whole way. Walls from his linebacker spot drifted back in. He didn't see the linebacker from underneath drifting back. He was watching the corner. And great play by Walls.
And again, pace for the Tech Cobras.
Yeah, this is critical time here for the Eagles.
9:39 left in the third. Big turnover. Hunt looking to throw, has a man. Lowry dives for it. Let's see if he caught it. Yep, they're going to give him the catch.
Wow.
What great hands by TJ Lowry. Inside the 10 to about the 7. Second down, 2 yards to go. They can get a first down before a touchdown. Ryan Hunt. Well, you're right, Pat. What poise he has. There's no panic. Let's call the right play. Get everybody set. Mendez to his left. Mendez with the ball. Quick cut. Oh, nice tackle made by Aberdeen's number 11. Or 44 it is, Tommy Fisher.
Tommy Fisher's had a nice game for a sophomore. Played a little bit of fullback, some tailback, and he's made some nice plays on the defensive line.
He called Mendez by the ankles. It looked like Mendez was going to do that typical jump cut he does. Loss of about 2 back to the 5. Hunt looking, throwing. Into the end zone. That's Lowry all by himself. Touchdown.
Blown coverage. You can't do that against 2 seniors.
3-play drive from the 15-yard line after the interception. It was Hunt to Lowry.
How you blow a coverage on Lowry, I don't know.
Here you'll see the replay on this touchdown. All by himself. Boy, and give Hunt all the credit. He saw him open. He threw a good pass. And what's the most difficult pass to catch? When you're all by yourself.
That's right.
Lowry made it. So now it's 26-6, and the route, it looks like, is on. Mendez with the kick.
Looked like
and the extra point.
Looked like maybe the safety from Aberdeen was playing man and the corner was playing zone, which is never a good thing.
Hunt to Lowry, a 5-yard touchdown pass. That drive, a very short drive of 15 yards on 3 plays, and of course set up by the interception by Walls. Travis Walls, the sophomore. linebacker. I guess that maybe Silas Jenkins just didn't see him. The ball was thrown right into his hands, and give Walls the credit. He caught it and ran it back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Jenkins has played a pretty good game, but he telegraphed that pass and was looking at the corner. His receiver was underneath the corner. He just didn't see the linebacker drifting back into coverage.
So a touchdown at 10:45 on the Mendez run. The 2-yard run made it 20-6 with Mendez extra point. And then just a few moments later, after the interception, 8:26, the touchdown from Hunt to Lowry, and it's now 27-6 is our score. Well, you can see how the Cobras are fired up. Yeah, Jonathan Fletcher with the tackle. 8 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third, and now, Pat, I'm going to put you in an unenviable position of being Coach Matlock for Aberdeen. What do you say to your kids? How do you get them back up now that you've been hit by these two, thunderbolts?
Well, it's take a breath. We don't have a 21-point play. Let's run our offense. Let's chip away, and let's just try to do it one play at a time.
You're down 13-6 at the half, and you have the momentum. You've scored. Now all of a sudden you come out in the second half, and wow. Diggs stops, cuts back, stays on his feet down at the 31-yard line. Tackled by Jalen Cunningham. You go back to that run back on the second half kickoff by Justin Holly. When he took the ball away, it appeared from Mendez and went about, 45 yards.
Right.
That really set the tone for what's happened here in the second half.
Well,
then, of course, the big interception.
Well, Tech certainly has come out with a different energy level than they brought to start the game.
Yep.
And let's watch this play.
Diggs, hit, held. Is that Mendez? Kelvin Mendez, who has been everywhere, scored 2 touchdowns, kicked 3 extra points, and now on defense makes the big play.
Yeah, Tech I started the second half with the commentary. I thought Tech came out flat for the game, probably overlooked Aberdeen a little bit. And I'm sure Coach got him refocused at halftime, obviously.
Tim Palmer, the third-year head coach, just had a whale of success with this team. We're talking about the Tech Cobras, of course. Silas Jenkins back to throw. Almost intercepted. Was that Walls again?
Yeah, I think it was. It was Walls again.
Looked like there was a mix-up. The Aberdeen receiver had not turned around when the ball was thrown, and Walls was the man who had a chance to catch it. He's pounding his fist together because he said, hey, I should have had my second interception.
Well, that was a touchdown if he got that one, I think.
We're talking about the Cobras, and I think Coach Palmer would tell you that it's the players. You look, Zach Pippen, we're going to name some players. Charles Brown, Ladae Cooper, Jalen Dangerfield, and Keith Green III. 3 or 5 seniors who left Tech last year after graduation are playing D1 college football. So it lets you know that, there's a lot of talent here at Harford Tech. Nice high punt there by Sladwinski. Big run back, and out of bounds. A flag will go down. It's Jay Rose with the run back.
I think they're going to get a block in the back on this.
Let me correct myself. I said D1. Most of these are, D3 college. Misericordia, Eastern Michigan, Susquehanna University, and Slippery Rock. Those are the schools that Zach Pippen, Charles Brown, Ladae Cooper, Jalen Dangerfield, and Keith Green III are attending. When you have 5 of your players off your senior team that end up playing college football, and plus you have 21 players back on your team, Pat, from this year, you know that you've got something going here at Harford Tech.
Well, Coach Palmer, what, third year here, he's got it going. A lot of talent in the program. They expect to win. They've won a lot of games in the last 2 years. You have to develop that winning culture, and you come out and you expect to win.
10-1 in 2017. They lost in the second round of the playoffs after being undefeated in the regular season. Then last year they were 9-2, that second loss coming in the first round of the playoffs. So while they've had great success, they still are looking for that big prize.
Yeah.
You know all about it, having won a state championship in baseball
Right.
as your sophomore year, and being 24-5 in the 3 years that you were the quarterback at Edgewood. The only undefeated season in the history of Edgewood High School football. How's that feel?
Well, it's something the guys are from my class, or the guys on that team, are still really proud of. When we get together, we still talk about it.
That's the 1982 football team?
1982 team, correct.
Which did not get to go to the playoffs because of the weird system they had at that time. Caught by Lowry.
McKissick.
Now McKissick, thank you. McKissick. Yeah. Boy, right in stride, hit right on the 1 and the 2. McKissick makes the catch and takes it down to the 35-yard line.
I tell you, this Lowry and McKissick are big targets. They both run in the open field. They both can break tackles, good hands. I'm very impressed.
And the pace being picked up. Nice handoff to Mendez. Shakes one tackle, but good job by Hunt. That was a low snap. He was able to field the snap and then get the handoff to Mendez without a fumble.
Nice play by Monte Williams for Aberdeen to stay with it, though.
Two-play drive started back at the 45-yard line of Harford Tech.
Tech slowing it down a little bit, huddling now. I don't know if they're trying to work the clock or just going away from the up-tempo they came out with to start the half.
5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. Hunt avoids one tackler. Flag goes down, throws it incomplete, and another flag goes down. The first may be hold, the second may be against the defense. We'll let the officials call it. A lot of laundry out there on the field, Pat.
Yeah, the second, I don't know if you got another lineman downfield. It comes in that area where the head linesman or the.
They're talking to Aberdeen. Hold is going to be the call against Tech. Don't know what the second penalty was about, but it looks like they're not going to worry about that second one. They'll take the 10-yard penalty that'll move Tech back to their own 46-yard line. Gosh, that'll bring up a second down and a bunch, maybe about 30.
Oh, yeah. Well,
got to get down to the 25 for a first down.
You're looking for 7 or 12 here.
7 Lowry, 12 McKissick. Rolling, throwing, high, almost intercepted. Ooh, that would have been looked like Holly, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
maybe
he had room in front of him too. With the receiver went down, he had room in front of him.
Looks like he's going to have an injured
yeah,
leg.
Yeah, that's not good. I hope he's okay. He's
Me
had
too.
a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, the one thing you obviously don't want to see is anyone get hurt. The great thing about it, Pat, and probably not in your day, you had the volunteer trainer. Sometimes was a doctor, maybe a nurse. Now they have full-time trainers that are here on site. So whenever there's an injury, as a coach, I know how much I would have loved to have had a trainer that I could have turned to and said, hey, you're the medical person, take care of it.
Well, I got to put a good plug in for my friend Larry Noel. Larry was a volunteer trainer for our program, and that's what he was. He was a volunteer.
Yeah. Had some medical training.
Had some medical training down at James Madison University.
But again, now these trainers are qualified, certified. They're right here at practice. They're here during the games. Looks like that Holly is up. Justin Holly able to get to the sidelines.
That holding penalty couldn't have come at a better time for Aberdeen. They really needed to slow Tech down here.
Down now by 3 touchdowns at 27-6. Hunt looking, faking, throwing. Has a man. Oh, that's Lowry. How does he get open? Wow. Down to the 27-yard line, short of the first down, but by only 2.
Well, it starts with great protection up front. Hunt had all day to throw. He pumped, 2-3 times, and Aberdeen was long situation. They were in a zone, and And he hit Lowry. Hunt hit Lowry in between the up guy and the back guy. Great play by Hunt.
So from 2nd and 30, they're now 3rd and 3.
Yeah, you can't give that up if you're Aberdeen. You had him pinned back.
And again, using the tempo. Lowry's to the near side. Trips to the far side, lined up one behind the other. Hunt, Lowry. Out of bounds he goes at the 20-yard line. First down for the Cobras. Now, what odds would you get? Your 2nd and 30. Your chances of getting a first down maybe slim and none.
Not good, I'll tell you that.
Well, Tech has just beaten the odds. They now have the first down. 5-play drive started back at the 45-yard line of Tech. The big pass play from Hunt to Lowry. McKissick going as one of the 3 wide receivers to the far side. Lowry to the near side. Mendez gets the football, going right. Shakes one tackle, but can't shake the other one, and down he goes. No gain on first down.
Good play by Bishop Giles on that one, Don. He didn't make the tackle, but he got the penetration. Made Mendez bounce it out.
Inside 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 3rd period. Mendez comes back, and I'm just so impressed with Hunt. He is the man in charge out there. He tells everybody what they're supposed to do. Hunt, now a flag is down. No, yep, the play stops here. The line judge on the near side found something that was wrong. False start against the Cobras. If there's something that Coach Palmer can talk about after the game, it would be the false starts. They've had now, what, 4 or 5? Perhaps?
Yeah, that's several of those. It's early in the season, but that's the kind of stuff you have to focus, especially if you get down to where they want to go.
Exactly, which is the 2A state playoffs and going deep in the playoffs. So, they have the goal. These seniors, 21 people who came back, returning players, not all seniors, but, they have one goal in mind. Hunt avoids one tackle, now throws the ball. Almost intercepted. Good job by Aberdeen and good sportsmanship there. Tommy Fisher reaching down to help up Ryan Hunt after he knocked him down.
Another Tech player down. Yeah, I thought Hunt got a little lackadaisical on that one. I've given him a lot of credit this game, but probably should have just thrown that ball away.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver is the one who went down. We're so far away from it, we can't tell you who that is and wouldn't want to hazard a guess. But again, our fervent hope is that nobody gets hurt, that you go away on a Friday night and get a chance to enjoy the weekend, win or lose.
Well, they've already had Holly taken off. This would be another back.
Hope you are enjoying this game. Harford Cable Network, our 26th year, Pat Pollard on the air. Started back in 1994. Tony Belcastro, who was the quarterback of the Bel Air team in that 1994 season, happened to see him here tonight. Met his 2 kids, and he was the quarterback of that Bel Air team in the first year that we're televising games.
Is that right?
Yeah. Good to see him here. Sort of ironic that we were able to see him and enjoy meeting his children. Chance to talk to Joe Collins, the outstanding principal here at Harford Tech. Joe, who was a basketball coach.
That's McKissick.
It is McKissick down, who's the basketball coach at Falston, now the principal here at Harford Tech. And certainly Curtis McKissick would be a tremendous loss for this Harford Tech team.
Well, he's both sides of the ball. He's such an important player. Looked like something with his left leg injury.
Back underway here, 3 minutes, 31 seconds left in the 3rd. Hunt. No, the penalty flag goes down. He's now completes the pass, but I have a feeling this one may be coming back for a hold.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 flags down again. The linesman has one down too.
And the back judge as well. Or actually, the referee is the one who threw it. It's going to be a hold against Tech. Coach Tim Palmer, you know, you've got to be, while you're happy with the situation in terms of the lead, with McKissick down and Holly down, you don't know how serious either one is, but you know, injuries, as you know, Pat, having played 3 years of varsity football, they're just killers.
Yeah, they're just, well, at any level of football, especially your key guys go down. There's a reason why they're starters.
And especially in high school, many of these players are two-way players.
That's right.
And so you lose a player, you're actually losing 2 positions.
Well, you got a guy like Holly that, and McKissick that are, McKissick's, I think, the punter as well, and Holly's returning kicks. I mean, these guys are all over the field.
Yeah. High backfield for Hunt. Pitch back, coming here to the near side. That's Mendez. Tackled by Abraham, I'm sorry, Elijah Abraham. Gain of about 5 or 6 on that play. It is a 4th down and about 20. They are in Aberdeen territory. I'm not sure that you have a play, but we didn't think they had to play either when they made that 27-yard play a moment ago.
Yeah.
So
watch out for number 7, Lowry.
Lowry and Hunt. That's a combination. If I'm Aberdeen, I'll probably have nightmares about tonight. Who's the little guy for New England? I'm drawing the blank.
Edelman.
Edelman, yeah, who just seems to get open. It reminds me so much of Lowry. Reminds me of him.
Well, Lowry's got single coverage over here. Oh,
it's a pooch punt, that kind of quick punt. Boy, I haven't seen that for a long time. So the old quick kick made by Ryan Hunt.
Good play, though. Good punt.
Yeah.
Pinned him back down, what, the 15?
Good job by Aberdeen to be able to field that ball without fumbling it. That's something you used to see a lot, where the quarterback would drop back quickly and punt the ball. I think Sonny Jurgensen back in the old days, the Eagle quarterback and then became the Redskins quarterback, was famous for that.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of quick kicks anymore. We had one in high school that we'd run every once in a while. But,
were you the punter?
No. I would pitch it to, we actually would bring our punter in, Scott Richardson, and to running back, and I don't know how teams didn't pick up on it after a while, but we'd pitch it to him and he'd punt it.
He'd punt it. Forrest Weiss, the head coach back in the day, the 1982 undefeated Edgewood Rams. Here's a handoff. That's Diggs.
Good play. You just stay patient here if you're Aberdeen. You came out in the second half, got punched in the face. You just have to stay with your game plan, stay patient.
It looks like Diggs is down now. He's finally be able to get up. Gosh, Pat, you think 1982 now. My math is not good. That's how many years ago?
A lot.
Let's see, 92, 2002, 2012, 37 years.
It's a lot.
Wow. And it's still, the memories are as fresh today, I'm sure, as they were 37 years ago. Or just about. Handoff, nowhere to go.
Well, the stories are better. They get better every year.
Yeah, and the plays, the touchdown passes get longer, and yeah.
Sure they do.
They do. Edgewood High School, Forrest Weiss, also a Hall of Fame member is Forrest Weiss, the great coach, ex-Wake Forest, ran in the same backfield as Brian Piccolo.
That's right.
Of Brian's song, the great football movie. Wish Forrest the best. Hope to see Forrest at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony coming up on October the 4th at Edgewood. Back to throw. That's a wobbler. The flag goes down, battling for the ball. It looks like it may be pass interference because...
yeah, he was pulling on the back of his jersey.
Yeah, the 12 for Aberdeen is Tony Wright.
Nice catch by Wright to come down with the ball. Well,
Is
that's
that
Holly.
Holly?
Holly's back in the game.
Yeah,
So
back in the game.
that's the good news. The
It
bad
is.
news is I think he's going to get flagged for the penalty, although they may just decline it and take the catch.
Yeah, because in high school it's only the 10-yard penalty. Here
Yeah,
comes a replay. You'll be able to see how he gets rid of the ball. I'm not sure how. Battling for the ball, each one trying to get a piece of it, but they will take the catch. It looks like Tony Wright is going to wrestle the ball.
On the replay, that looked like Holly came down with it.
It's still like okay, now finally coming away with the ball is Tony Wright. So, yeah, they will take the completion.
But prior to them wrestling for the ball, Holly had a hold of his jersey.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see, as you said, Holly back in the game. He went down with that leg injury earlier. Just hope we can see the same thing about McKissick. Getting rid of the ball to Diggs. What a play.
Oh, he's got room.
Diggs
He's got
could
room.
go. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Down to the 20 and finally taken off his feet at the 10-yard line. That's Lowry with the saving tackle. Boy, give all the credit in the world to Silas Jenkins. How did he get rid of the ball?
I don't know. I thought he was sacked. Pressure right in his face. Blitz up the middle right in his face. He kept it together, got the ball off.
And then Diggs did the rest.
And Diggs had open room. Diggs is quick. If they can get Diggs in the open field,
yeah.
We've seen that a couple of times tonight.
4-play drive started back at the 30-yard line. Now Aberdeen with the ball outside the 10 at the 12.
Yeah, nothing there.
Yeah, Eric Barnett with the tackle. 5-play drive at the 30. The big play was that pass play from Silas Jenkins to Nigel Diggs. Now, I think my eyes are telling me the correct. It is 9 seconds, 8 seconds left here in the third period.
I think they just called the quarter.
And now they are saying the clock has run out here in the third period. So Aberdeen down by 21, but they have the ball and they're driving. Again, what you want to see, Pat, is a team not give up. And if you're, the head coach of Aberdeen, if you're Chris Matlock in your second year, that's the one thing you are trying to do, is to build a program. And this is a giant step toward that. If you can somehow come back and make a game of this after it appeared like the Cobras were just going to have their will in that third period.
Yeah, they, like I said, they came out in the second half, jumped on them, hit a couple big, the big return, hit a couple big plays, got the interception, almost the pick six.
Yeah.
By the time Aberdeen turned around, it went from a close game to a 3-touchdown game. But give the Eagles credit.
Yep.
They've hung in there and just made a big play, and they got a chance here. They got a chance to get it back to 2 scores. And you're right. They're trying to turn the program around, trying to build the program, and sometimes you learn a lot in losses.
It's a good point. A loss where you actually give a good accounting of yourself is one that you can build upon. Well, a long way to go here with 12 minutes left. If Aberdeen can score here and come within two touchdowns, then they're back in the game. Official blew the whistle. Now he's marked it ready for play. Pass. Let's see, it's a jump ball in the end zone. Nope, it's a little bit overthrown.
Yeah,
Jenkins is under pressure all night long. Give this young man credit. I mean, he's been battered and hit and harassed. He's made some tremendous pass plays.
Well, he's hung in there all night. He's a tough kid, a big solid kid.
7 for 16 last week in the loss. 97 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
Third down here.
Third down, they can get a first down at the 3-yard line. There's the pass play. He's open, catches it. It's going to be caught at about the 8-yard line. Pass catch there by number 12, Tony Wright.
Yeah, tackled by Lowry. That's a good play for it. They got 6 there. It's 3rd and 10. You got 6, 6.5.
Now it's 4th and about 4.
Give yourself a chance on 4th down.
You don't even want to think about a field goal here. Obviously, you're down by 21 points.
Yeah, you're down 21. You already missed an extra point. I think you got to try to go for it here.
Big play in the game here for Aberdeen. If they can score here or get a first down, then they have a shot.
I like getting the ball to dig somehow. Oh.
Bad snap, and he's going nowhere but down on the turf.
Oh, that's a shame.
Tough play for Aberdeen.
It looked like he wasn't ready for the snap. Came quick and hard. It looked like he wasn't quite ready for the snap.
Well, you can see Silas Jenkins has really been beaten up. Now he's holding that left hand as he comes off the field. So Harford Tech will take over. They've dodged the bullet here of Aberdeen trying to get back in the game, and they'll take over. Looks like the ball will be put down at the 15-yard line.
Good defensive stand from Tech after giving up the big play.
Ball at the 15. Tech will take over.
Tech back in the eye.
Just under 11 minutes left in the game. Quick hitter off the left side. That's Mendez again. Well, he has been impressive all night long, has Mendez. 2 touchdowns he scored. Played on offense and defense.
Yeah, whether running out of the eye or the spread, he's had a nice night. Oh.
Is the ball on the ground? Let's see.
That was the announcer's jinx, I think.
Hasn't missed a free throw all night, Clank. Yeah.
Looks like Tech got it back.
Yeah, that's a big recovery by Tech. Not sure the ball was ever on the ground, but it was a very dangerous handoff. Looked like Rose may have gotten stepped. Excuse me, not Rose, but
Hunt.
Quarterback Hunt, yeah. Got stepped on as he tried to hand the ball off. Maybe by his own lineman. Sometimes that happens, a lineman pulling or trying to get leverage.
Yeah.
Third down and about 4.
Back in the spread. Whoop, they got it. He got it.
Aberdeen gives them a free first down.
That's a senior quarterback there, Don.
That
3rd and less than 5, and went with a hard count.
See, quarterbacks are tricky, and you know that, Pat Pollard, being a former quarterback. You never did that, a hard count to try to draw somebody else's side, did you?
Well, I wasn't talented enough. I had to, I had to get by with sneakiness.
Oh, modesty. All Metro quarterback for the Edgewood Rams. Handoff inside. Good to see Holly back in the game, number 34 in there blocking for Mendez. Don't see number 12 in the game, and obviously if the injury was not that serious, you don't want to put him back in a game when you don't have to. Remember, he went out with that leg injury.
Looking for him on the sidelines. I just can't tell from our vantage point.
Hunt throwing, has his man, complete. That's Lowry. He's still on his feet and finally goes down after the first down.
Broke the first tackle, took 3 guys to bring him down.
We don't have stats, but if that's not 10 catches for Lowry, he's got to be close to it.
It is. They've certainly made an effort to go to him here in the first half. Got off to a slow start. I think they tried to throw to him on the first play of the game and then disappeared until late in the second quarter. 4
catches last week, 3 of them for touchdowns, TJ Lowry, in that win over Patuxent, 31-21. Tonight he has the 1 touchdown. Again, as we're saying, at least 10 catches, we believe, unofficially.
Tech content to milk the clock.
That's Mendez.
Nice.
Still on his feet. How did he get out of that tackle? He's got a ways to go. 1 man to beat. Corralled and taken off his feet by number 2. That's Shaheem Wilson-Jones saving the touchdown. But Mendez, I mean, this young man has great balance.
Looked like they had him racked up at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the replay. Watch the balance he has. I mean, he's down. No, he's not.
Yeah, Williams had him wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Not a big kid, Mendez, but I tell you, he's runs hard, runs strong.
He does that. First down and 10 inside the 30. Hunt looking, throwing.
There's your guy. Oh, just
overthrows Lowry. That play was a well-conceived play, but boy, you got to be impressed with Hunt's arm. That's that pass all the way across the field. Pat, as a former quarterback, you know that's not an easy pass to make.
He's got a strong arm. I've seen a couple deep balls, and we've seen a couple over the middle, just a couple bullets where he's really spun it.
Ryan Hunt, the senior quarterback, last week, 7 for 15 for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns against Patuxent.
He's had a couple drop tonight, too, or his stats would be even a little better tonight.
He has 2 touchdown passes tonight, 1 to McKissick, 1 to Lowry. Hunt fakes. Now down he goes, and wise not to throw the ball. And that's Fisher again.
That's Fisher.
Well, I really like Fisher. Not only is he a great player, but he reaches down and helps up his victim. Did I hurt you? No? Too bad.
Well, Tommy Fisher, he's, for a big man, he's quick.
And just a sophomore, too.
Yes.
So you look at Coach Matlock and you say, hey, something I can build upon.
He's going to be a force for the next couple of years for the Aberdeen Eagles.
7 minutes, 50 seconds and counting left in this contest. It was only 13-6 at the half. It's 27-6 as you see now. 2 big touchdowns in that third period for Harford Tech. Pitch back. Here's Mendez looking.
Good blocking.
Good blocking and good. He's got that kind of patient. Le'Veon Bell, the ex running back for Pittsburgh, who sat out the year, had that kind of almost like stopping cold until he could see where the blocks were being
just
made.
Kind of glides along, lets his block set up, and then makes his cut.
Brings up a 4th down now. 4th down and just about 10. Holly back in the ball game for Harford Tech. He's going to flank out to the left side. Lowry here to the right side. Along with Travis Walls. Keeping the ball is Hunt. It's going to be out of bounds though. Hunt's run a couple of times tonight. That's not his forte, and you can see that he runs when he has to and can be effective.
Can be effective. Smart play. Didn't have it. Tucked the ball. Live to see another day.
Officials are conferring. I don't see a flag on the. Yeah, it's over here on the near side. There is a flag. Let's see what that's all about. Referee Brian Watson talking to his staff. Umpire Robert Hackett. Dan Waskowitz, the linesman. The line judge is Bill Conley, and back judge is Matthew Kane. Nope, they're going to say, we've changed our mind. It wasn't a flag after all. It was a figment, Pat, of your imagination. Sort of like the weatherman, you know, when he says...
Of course, Coach Matlock wants an explanation.
it might rain, the weatherman says. I like they say you've got a 10% chance of rain. That means if it doesn't rain, they can tell you, we said it probably wouldn't. If it does, we said it might. Speaking of rain, we're doing this on a Friday night. Pat, last night, Thursday night, we were at John Carroll, and a rainstorm came that I have never seen the likes of. It was like a tsunami of rain. To say that we got wet, I had water in places that, you know, just I really didn't know I had.
Well, brought some cool weather behind it. Nice night for football.
Yes. We haven't talked about the weather, but it has been a nice, pleasant night. Chilly, maybe in the 60s. Kind of a touch of fall in the air here in late summer.
Not sure what happened with that penalty.
No, but it is a takeover by Aberdeen. Here's a pass play. Is that Diggs, number 21?
That's Diggs again.
Yeah, nice,
Diggs is an impressive back.
Not big, as you said, but very shifty and very strong. Silas Jenkins with another pass. Again, poor Silas has been under pressure all night long. He's been throwing the ball for some weird angles.
That's right.
As a quarterback, you know you like to set those feet and step into the ball.
I guess his hand's okay. Came off after the last series holding his hand. Seems to be okay.
6 minutes, 20 seconds and counting left in the contest. Throwing it off his back foot. Almost intercepted Lowry. Had a chance to intercept it. The ball was knocked away by number 24, Dominic Dozier.
Pressure again, though. Tech's just, they know what Aberdeen's doing at this point. They got their ears pinned back.
.608, the clock stopped. Pat Pollard, your debut. Actually, you worked with me once last year, didn't we?
We did the Edgewood homecoming game last year. I sort of filled in for Frank Mezzanotte as he was being inducted into the Edgewood
He was
Hall
busy
of Fame.
politicking, Frank was.
That's something he can do.
Well, we're happy to have you along this year.
Screen.
There's that same play, a little bit high on the screen play. Walls closing in as Diggs is able to corral it.
I like the call, though. Like I just said, Tech's coming hard. They know you got to pass the ball here, and dump one over top of them. Just missed on the pass, though.
6:04 left in the game. 27-6 as you see. We mentioned at halftime 13-6. Aberdeen looked like they had all the momentum, but Holly with the big kickoff return that started that third period for Harford Tech, and then the big interception by Walls, and it's been all Tech since. Being hit, no place to go. Fumble, ball is loose. Let's see. Yep, they're going to say it is Harford Tech football. Jalen Cunningham with the recovery.
Cunningham had the initial hit, and it looked like he got out of it, and his teammates came in, helped a little bit, and then Cunningham ended up getting the ball as it came loose.
And Silas Jenkins coming off the field, holding that arm again. He had done that before back about 5 minutes ago, and now talking to the trainer.
He's going to be a sore guy tomorrow.
So now with 5:55 left in the contest, the game pretty much salted away. You never want to say, it's done, but at this point with a 21-point lead, there you see the trainer talking to Silas Jenkins. And again, I have to emphasize what a tremendous advantage it is to have certified medical personnel on hand. Hand off to Holly, down he goes. I would anticipate that Harford Tech will probably run the ball here with that 21-point lead. Take their time, let the clock
Nasser
tick away.
Nasser Mills on the tackle there. Aberdeen's still playing hard. I give the Eagles credit. They got some pride. They don't want to give up another touchdown to Tech.
Absolutely.
But I think you're going to see a whole lot of Mendez and Holly.
To Coach Chris Matlock, you really, have to take some solace from this defeat that appears to be happening tonight. That is that you played Harford Tech even up. 13-6 at the half, and a bad break on a face mask penalty. You could have been actually tied at the halftime. Hunt to throw the ball down the middle. It's going to be incomplete and caught off one hand into the hands of number 3, Jay Rose. It went off number 5, Travis Walls, and Jay Rose was Johnny on the spot, catching the ball in the end zone with 4:59 left. It is a touchdown pass of 22 yards from Hunt. Give a little bit of an assist to Walls, and Rose with the touchdown. Here's the replay. You'll watch how this was intended for Walls. Off Wall's hand, and there's Mr. Rose.
Yeah, not really a great decision from Hunt on that. Threw into double coverage, and they just got lucky.
Yeah. And there's the attempted extra point, and no good, the extra point. So 33-6 remains the score. Yeah, I mean, you have to call that as it is, and sure, you'll take it if you're Ryan Hunt, but his third touchdown pass. Yeah, we'll put an asterisk beside it.
As an ex-quarterback, it's in the books.
It's
a
in the
touchdown
books.
Pass.
Yeah, as an ex-pitcher, when that line drive is hit right at the third baseman, almost takes his head off, but he catches it.
It's an out.
It's an out. I saved the game. I always enjoy that when a pitcher comes in and gives up a little bleeder and is the GOAT. Yet he comes in and the guy hits a line drive right at somebody, and he's suddenly a hero. Sports can be cruel. It's like my golf swing. I think it's perfect, but the ball just has a mind of its own.
Well, that's a tough break for Aberdeen. They had to play
was.
defense. They had to kick coverage. Just an unlucky bounce.
Another little pooch kick by, it's William Quintana again who received the ball. And now they're saying Harford Tech comes away with the football. Are they going to give it back to Tech and say it was a fumble? Let the officials call it.
The head referee's calling it Aberdeen ball.
Aberdeen ball. Yeah, the Cobras had the ball, and not sure whether the officials said, hey, enough's enough, we're just going to give it back to Aberdeen, but they're going to say his forward progress was stopped, and Aberdeen will retain possession of the ball. 4 minutes, 21 seconds. 33-6 the score. Of course, as you know, the 35-point lead triggers the mercy rule, but we're not there at this point. So the clock will run its normal course with 4:21 left. Pass caught, and right away making the tackle, Dominic Dozier. The ball caught by number 7, David Blackwell. As soon as he caught the ball, there was Dozier. As a defensive back, Pat, that's what you dream of. A receiver up in the air catching the ball, and all you see is his numbers.
Yeah, it's a pass was floated out there a little bit. Good play by Dozier. You're licking your chops right now if you're Tech, because you know what Aberdeen is doing. You know what they have to do.
Good to see Silas Jenkins back out there. He has been holding that left arm, but apparently he's been looked at by the medical personnel, and he's good to go. Jenkins throws the ball. He's got a man open. He could go. There he goes down the sideline, or right down the middle, actually, and that's Amante Williams with the touchdown pass. And the touchdown of about, let's see, that was about 60-yard touchdown pass from Silas Jenkins to number 17, Amante Williams. Wow.
Well, nice play by Jenkins stepping up in the pocket. Holly's had a good game tonight, but you know, he let Williams get behind him.
Watch this. Yep. And then Holly has can only watch.
Looked like Holly peeked in a little. It looked like he peeked in a little bit when Jenkins looked like Jenkins might be running the ball.
Good pass by Jenkins, great reception, and Amante Williams just turned the jets on. So a 60-yard touchdown pass from Jenkins to Williams.
We're gonna go for 2.
33-12 now. Jenkins throwing the ball a little bit high, so that's incomplete, and the 2-point conversion does not succeed.
Yeah.
So at 3:29, Aberdeen has scored its second touchdown. 33-12 now is the score.
Well, Coach Palmer's not going to be happy about that. There were still starters out there.
You know, and again, Pat, if you're a winning coach, coach of the winning team, you look for things that you can tell your team, hey, we had a good game, but, and a couple of buts here are that should not have occurred. But he was able to make that catch, and Williams was able to make the catch and go all the way. 33-12 is the score.
Got to go to the PA guy. We're the TV people.
We're being questioned here by folks in the stands, and they think we really have some power.
We're on TV. We're not on the announcer. We are on TV. We're not on the announcer. You got to just.
Nice job, Pat Pollard.
Pointing to you. You got to go down there and talk to the PA announcer.
What a guy. You know, you didn't say, get out of my face, young man.
He just.
You tried to help him out.
He didn't understand my finger pointing in that direction.
Emily Knowles, the AD here, just so happy that she makes us feel so much at home. The ADs, the athletic directors throughout the county, Pat, we couldn't do these without the cooperation of the coaches and the athletic directors and the principals and all the people at the school. So over the 26 years that we've been privileged to bring high school sports into Harford County, it's just, can't tell you how much we appreciate the assistance of all these folks. Of course, the stars of the game are the kids. That's what we're all about, and the coaches. So,
We're going to see an onside kick here, Don?
well, you know what, Aberdeen, they're not giving up, obviously.
No,
It's a little pooch kick. That's Mendez.
That's the wrong guy to kick
It's
it
the
to.
wrong guy to kick to. And he's still on his feet as Mendez. He gets out to the 41. Have you not seen this gentleman run? Do not kick it to him.
Yeah.
I don't think that Slatwinski was attempting to kick it to Mendez, but it just happened to find him. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the contest. Harford Tech looks for all the intents to be ready to go to 2-0. Aberdeen 0-2. Both these teams in the Chesapeake division of the Upper Chesapeake Bay Athletic Conference, so this will be the first Chesapeake division game. Each team played out of the county last week. New quarterback in, and a new running back as well, number 21 running the back, William Patterson. The new quarterback is number 9, Nick Warner. So Coach Tim Palmer says, hey, you know, let's call off the first line troops, and obviously we don't want to get somebody injured, but we also don't want to run the score up against the Eagles as well.
Well, I still haven't seen McKissick walking around over there.
Yeah.
So that might be him sitting up on the bench in the back. I hope he's okay.
Curtis McKissick, the fine tight end defensive back for the Harford Tech Cobras, went down in the third period. Pass play, he was sort of caught in an awkward way. Boom, and down he goes.
Wow.
Is that Fisher again? Yeah, it is.
Tommy Fisher. Tommy Fisher's not giving up, I'll tell you that.
Number 44 for Aberdeen.
Boy, he is quick and he is strong.
And he's a sophomore. I say that so all the coaches in the county can go, ugh.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's a sophomore? Can we give him an early out?
He's going to be something. And he plays running back. He plays fullback, and we
Yeah.
saw him playing tailback in the goal line offense down there. He's got great feet for a big man.
And again, I'm so impressed how he reaches down and picks people up, and you know, shows that kind of sportsmanship. There's no gloating or, hey, you know, look how strong I am.
Yeah, he's probably telling him to come on back for some more.
How did that feel? Come on back. Let's try it again. Warner being harassed, and down he goes.
Yeah, he had pressure from the start on that one.
Yeah, it looks like number 57 on defense. And that's Brandon Bishop Giles. Minute 31 and the clock runs down. 4th down.
Yeah, McKissick is the punter, so he's out. So Mendez will be punting now.
Timeout on the field. 1:17 left in the game. Pat, I'm impressed with Harford Tech. The speed they have, TJ Lowry certainly is a step above your normal receiver. Great hands, great quickness, the ability to get free, and when he gets his hands on the ball, he's going to catch it.
Yeah, he's a very impressive young man. The total package: tall, strong, fast, good hands, runs good routes. He's you know, hopefully, like I said, I keep saying it. Hopefully, McKissick's all right between those two guys at receiver, then Mendez and Holly at running back, and the senior quarterback has a lot of poise, and the offensive line has played a pretty good game tonight. You know, Tech's got a lot of weapons on offense.
And we haven't mentioned Ryan Hunt, the senior quarterback. Right. Again, great arm, great decision making, and great leadership skills.
Yes.
Punt coming. That's Mendez. He gets it all. Go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. 1 minute 9 seconds and 8 clock running. Minute 4 as we have left in this contest. Pat Pollard, want to thank you again for joining me here tonight. You've been a great help and a great addition to the staff here at Harford Cable Network.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
We'll invite you back. And if you missed it, Pat Pollard being inducted into the Edgewood High School Hall of Fame, along with 5 others on October the 4th. And Pat, congratulations for that. Well deserved.
Thank you.
You're joining a cadre of just excellent people. You look on that wall at Edgewood where they have the Hall of Fame wall, and there's just some great, great alumni, former staff, and community supporters.
Absolutely there is.
Aberdeen going down. 45 seconds. It's Silas Jenkins still in the ball game. Harford Tech Cobra cheerleaders you can hear in the background celebrating. There you can see them. Yeah, it's going to be a nice weekend here in Cobra Land.
I think this is it. I think this is the last play.
22 seconds and 21 as the clock runs down. Silas Jenkins. He's going to be hit again, and down he goes. This clock stops at 11 seconds. I'm not sure why it stopped. Somebody's called a timeout. Nope, now it's running at 6 seconds and 5 seconds. 4. Nope.
Aberdeen called timeout.
Stops again at 5.6 seconds left in the contest. Congratulations to the Harford Tech Cobras. They go to 2-0 on the season. Tim Palmer's team going back 2 years when they were 10-1, and last year 9-2, I should say.
He's Coach Palmer's just off to an incredible start with this program. I don't think I can remember a coach in Harford County with that kind of start to it.
20-3. I think your team was what, 24-5 in a 3-year period back in the 81, 82, or 80, 81, 82 time sequence. That I guess Forrest Wiest had taken over for Bud Coakley at some point in that.
Correct.
It's not a bad run, but you look at this now. Let's see, 10-9. That's 20. So he's 2-0. So he's 22-3.
I'm not sure Silas Jenkins was happy about his head coach calling a timeout there after taking those
Silas,
last 2
do
sacks.
I have to take another hit, Coach?
Yeah.
I'm throwing this ball. I'm not taking a hit. Oh, well, maybe I am.
Yeah.
Down goes Jenkins. Well, I don't know how many sacks that they've had as Jenkins gets up off the ground. And that is the final score here, 33-12. The Harford Tech Cobras have done what they expected to do, and that is they've come up with a one-sided dominating victory, except that at halftime they were leading 13-6.
Right, I think Harford Tech came out a little flat. It's human nature sometimes, and you can't do that. You got to come out ready to play. Aberdeen did, and gave them all they could handle in the first half. Second half, we saw the Harford Tech team we expected.
Yeah.
Came out, went up tempo on offense, made a couple big plays on defense, and really put the game away. I was impressed with the talent at Harford Tech. It was how they got the ball around and how many people they got involved in the game. Mm-hmm. They've got a lot of guys. They've got a lot of weapons, a lot of things you can go to.
And if you're Aberdeen, Pat, better days are ahead. They played hard.
The Aberdeen kids, well, they played well. And, the first half they were down a touchdown. Had a couple bad breaks go their way with the interception and then the tip ball in the back of the end zone. But, the Aberdeen kids played well, and they played hard.
Yep.
They played hard for that. I mean, that's good news for Coach Matlock. The kids played tough, and they played hard. They played to the end of the game, and even down 33-6 to be able to get that last touchdown to something to build on.
Yeah. Brad, I'll ask you to say that again from the booth. Okay, I'm told that we won't have time for post-game interviews, so all we can say is that you look at the stars of the game, and T.J. Lowry, obviously the standout star, 2 touchdowns on the game. Mendez also doing very, very well. Kelvin Mendez, who played both offense and defense, scored 2 touchdowns as well. So our final score here, 33-12, as the Harford Tech Cobras go to 2-0 on the season. Aberdeen falls to 0-2. Good luck to both programs here the rest of the way. And Pat Pollard, any gems of wisdom to close us out here tonight?
No, great football game, great first half. Ended about the way we kind of started, but we expected, but it took a little while to get there. And credit to Aberdeen for coming out and playing hard, playing tough all the way through, and credit to the Harford Tech kids for getting the job done.
33-12 our final score. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Harford Cable Network. We're back with the Game of the Week each week, and thank you for tuning in. For my partner, Pat Pollard, I'm Don Morrison. Good night, everyone.